You know, I love Paper Mario.
Let me guess, 64 or the 1,000-year door!
Sticker star. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, now hear me out. I may be mentally damaged. As a child, I only had 3 3DS games, Mario Kart 7, and my baby. I spent so much time playing this game, it may have damaged my psychological development process. This game gave me so many good memories of finding something and getting stuck somewhere for 3 days straight, just to accidentally find out what I need to do. Top tier game design. Unless you either live under a rock or, unlike me, actually have a social life, this game is not very well liked by people, and I say they're wrong.
The 1,000-year door is way better than your handheld doggy doodle.
Shut your mentally sound opinion up. Let me fight this losing battle.
Are you really going to let the biased effect of nostalgia from your childhood determine how good the game is, despite the fact of how bad it is compared to the rest of the series?
Haha! You see, that is where your argument is invalidated. I have never played the other games. Hey, wait! Now I could, in theory, just play Mario 64, but that would cost me 50 buckaroos a month, and we ain't got that type of budget. That, or I could, break the law, but how morally bankrupt do you think I... Hey, get out of here! As you can see, I have no valid points for defending this dumpster fire, other than nostalgia. But this is my video, so that automatically makes me right, and you wrong for disagreeing. I mean, we can't see the dislikes, so I gotta be right. Fun fact, by the way, are you aware of how rare 3DS capture cards are? So instead of selling the remaining hemisphere of my brain, I will steal some gameplay very legally. So the game opens to Lego Ninjago, the Book of Spinjitzu, blah blah, lore stuff happens, blah blah. Now, Doja Cat is having a concert, and then Travis Scott walks in, but because Travis Scott doesn't care about the well-being of his fans, he comes in and takes over in order to commit the felony of theft, and proceeds to try to steal the MacGuffin. But the MacGuffin splits into 6 different parts. Wait a minute, this is Lego Ninjago. One of the arts of Spinjitzu lands on Travis Scott's head, so he becomes a god, which leads him to committing the only felony he hasn't yet. Mass murder. Yeah, by the way, for legal reasons, that part is a joke. We now see our man Mario absolutely clapped on the floor. Like, dang, Travis Scott fans really got no chill, man, on jaw. Anyway, this crown lady tells you that you're an idiot over the 5 minutes that you tried to find her for. You peel her off and she blames you for touching the almighty Spinjitzu art. But Mario then civilly tells her that Travis Scott touched it. She doesn't believe you at first, and then she suddenly does for absolutely no reason. Man, I sure do hope that she begins to trust you more and more throughout the game. Nope. She just believes you immediately. After saving some toads and fixing the town, you can finally head out to the world map. But Travis Scott fans! They're here to spread propaganda about how the Astroworld incident wasn't his fault. This is where we are introduced to the very well-received new battle system, where instead of just having to rely on thought-out tactics, you also have to rely on resource management. Oh joy! My favorite RPG gameplay element! While this was a great idea on paper, you know what, on second thought, no it wasn't. You then defeat Travis Scott's fans by trampling on them, much like how they trampled on you. Now we're finally on the world map. Our adventure starts here. In 1-1, the level plays out normally until you get to this bridge, where a toad runs right into you. Like, bro, look where you're running. Your eyes are open. The toad drops its mysterious object. It's a pair of scissors. That's all it is. And you won't believe this. This crayon sniffer was chasing him the whole time. I'm not even joking. The first thing bro does is sniff you. The first boss fight starts. Your adrenaline is a-pumping. But you want to know something cool? You can't beat him without the scissors. Anyway, after assaulting the child, he is of course a sore loser and uses his Discord moderator status to remove your permissions to bridge chat. But luckily, you got these rogue moderators that will give you back your permissions. But also luckily, Crown Lady gives you admin controls to put the bridge back. Why didn't she do this in the first place? I don't know. By the way, her name's Kirsty. Later on, you find one of the pieces to the scrolls of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. But the Travis Scott fans are back to ambush you, but this time they're So anyway, you kill them a second time. Throughout the rest of your journey in World 1, you find this fan. I should probably explain these things. Yeah, they're literally called things. They're extremely overpowered, and pretty much the only time you're going to be using them is against bosses. And just like any other sticker, they have a one-time use, and after you use it, you want to go back to where you found it. Or, you could just buy it. Back on topic, you find this dude getting bullied, and you get another thing, and you continue your... The Travis Scott fans are back, and this time, they're with Gang. Introducing the new battle mechanic, Gambling. The amount of matches you land is the amount of stickers you can use in one turn, and the more money you spend, the higher chance you have of actually matching. Just like gambling. Some boring stuff happens, yada yada yada. Goombas have their own fortress, apparently. Also, Luigi's here. Oh yeah, I forgot. They made Luigi a collectible. Our first boss fight is the Goomba with the fire spin jutsu, but turns out he's a loser, so his friends leave him. How relatable. You then proceed to kill him in cold blood. World 2. World 2 is literally the most aged part of this game. I don't know why, but every playthrough of this game, World 2 gave me an overwhelming feeling of dread. There is so much sand.
Lucinican, it is literally a desert world.
So much happened in this world. There's the whole world is literally a fetch quest. Heck, to play the first level, you need to go on a fetch quest. There's this Sphinx Yoshi. I hate this level. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I'm skipping to the boss. Okay, here we are to our first challenging boss. This is the only redeeming part of World 2. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, I hate World 2. When he actually knows Spinjitzu? So there's this Wiggler that's blocking your path, and the only way to wake him up is with the trumpet from the Goomba Fortress. You did get the trumpet from the Goomba Fortress, right? And for some other reason, literally no other thing wakes him up. Like, no lie, a trumpet has priority over a jackhammer. So the three of you walk for a bit, and then out of nowhere, Wiggler gets kidnapped, like, for no reason. You eventually get to Wiggler's house, and, this man was clapped. But then turns out, this hoe did it to him. I've been avoiding talking about Kamek for a reason, so I'll rant about him later. Anyway, we gotta help our boy. We spend the rest of World 3 trying to get Wiggler's body parts back together.
Hey, isn't this also a fetch quest?
I thought I shot you. After some appendage hunting, we go into this fun stump with a hole in it that leads to a game show.
Welcome, gentlemen and other gentlemen, to the one and only not-so-family-friendly show, Sniff It or Leave It! Buddy, oh pal, are you ready to play some unfair challenges while we poison you slowly, leading to your death?
Oh yeah!
Alright!
We then meet up with Wiggler, then we ride to this boat, which is the main cause of the forest becoming overrun with poison. We finally see who's been behind all of this, and it's... Playboy Cardi? Fun fact, if you don't have any of the two sponges, this boss is almost impossible. Yeah, there are two sponge things. And they serve the same function. After Playboy Cardi's defeat, the forest is now cleansed of its poison. And with worlds 1 through 3 complete, we can now repair the Toad's boat and sail to the 7 seas.
That's a huge bitch!
Yeah, so, for this battle, you might want the fish hook, because otherwise, you're losing. World 4 is my favorite, because, no. The first two levels, you get harassed by 1,000 penguins, but the third level, oh, the third level, you go on an epic ghost hunting adventure inside of this giant mansion. Wait a minute, but this ghost hunting adventure is nothing compared to the best part of the game, which is still a part of the ghost hunting.
Yeah, raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Grab me a river, give you a fish.
After all this ghost busting, you put the book back to rest. But it's revealed that the hoe was camping and it makes you fight this giant boo. After killing the boo for the second time, you steal a painting of the mansion's owner and bring him back to life, and now you get to go on the snow lift. Later, when you get to the boss stage, you get to go on this awesome minecart ride. Okay, minus some parts on the minecart ride, yeah, this is my favorite world. This boss is literally made out of snow, so use everything that deals fire damage. Do not use ice, I learned that the hard way. Anyway, Spinjitzu acquired!
World 5. What a wonderful, peaceful place to be. Ah, finally.
some downtime.
Get out of the tub.
Anyway, Kirsty gets bored, and somehow she's okay after being inside stomach acid for who knows how long. Whatever, Spinjitzu acquired. We now have all of the Spinjitzu arts, but one. We unlock a mountain. Somehow. And we make it to the Crayon Sniffers airship. We kill the toddler again and head to the castle. But guess who's there? The Ho! Now, I will explain to you why I hate Kamek. 2 of the 3 Kamek battles have this very cool thing to where he turns your stickers into flip-flops. So unless you've memorized the order of every sticker that you have, you're probably gonna accidentally use something very important. And since certain things are the same size of normal stickers, you may accidentally use a thing. Man, good thing you have to rely on gambling RNG in order to kill him faster, because if you don't, he duplicates himself, wasting more stickers. How does one character invalidate your entire battle system? You now fight Bowser on this long corridor, and once you get to the end of it, you have to become a furry in order to take him down. But uh-oh! He has a final form. But turns out anything you throw at him is pretty useless when you can only have 3 turns at a time with gambling. But Kirsty commits die and gives you God mode, making you have 5 turns in a row. You quite literally fold a Bowser and everyone goes home. And Kirsty gets wished back with the Dragon Balls. And everyone lives happily ever after. Man, who am I kidding? The game has flaws.
Yeah, raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't turn nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Grab me a river, give you a kiss. Bad and bullshit, bad.